Hello there, and welcome back to the Sleepy Space Science channel. I'm really glad you're here tonight. You made it through another day, another stretch of time filled with thoughts, responsibilities, noise, movement, and moments that may have pulled your attention in 1,000 different directions. But now, this moment belongs to you. No one else. Just you, your breath, your body gently resting, and the quiet curiosity that lives inside your mind. Maybe you come here because drifting into cosmic stories soothes you. Maybe distant galaxies and impossible physics give your mind something soft to hold. Or maybe you simply like falling asleep to the feeling of floating through a universe that doesn't rush, doesn't demand anything, and doesn't judge. Wherever you came from, and whatever kind of day you had, I'm glad you found your way here. Tonight, we're going to explore one of the universe's most mysterious places. A place where light bends, time stretches, and the rules of reality soften into something dreamlike. Tonight, we're drifting toward a black hole. And don't worry. Here, in this version of the cosmos, black holes aren't terrifying. They're slow, gentle, mesmerizing. They're tides of gravity sculpting space into elegant curves. Almost like cosmic lullabies. Settle in. Let your mind begin to loosen. We're just getting started. You don't have to do anything. Not right now. Not for the next few minutes. Not for the next hour. This space is yours to rest in. Feel your shoulders slowly releasing their weight. Feel your jaw unclench. Feel your breathing settle into a soft rhythm. In and out. Like waves brushing against a quiet shore. Let gravity become something warm and comforting. Not heavy or demanding. Just a gentle embrace that holds you in place. As your body grows heavier, your mind can grow lighter. Thoughts can float, drifting like dust motes in a sunbeam. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to catch any of them. They can rise and fade, quietly, effortlessly. All you need to do is listen. Let the words flow around you. Let the images come and go. And drift wherever your thoughts choose to wander. You're safe. You're resting. You're here. Tonight, we're not simply talking about space. We're not reading facts or studying theories. Tonight, we're drifting toward the edge of a black hole. A place so strange and beautiful that it feels like stepping out of reality and into a quiet dream where physics becomes poetry. A black hole is not just darkness. It's a well of spacetime so deep and so smooth that even light grazes its edges like a curious fingertip. This is a place where time stretches until a second lasts a lifetime. Distances curve inward like soft spirals. And the universe behaves gently, like an ocean pulling you toward its center. A place where reality itself becomes calm. This is where we're heading. And we're going slowly. Softly. As if floating toward a horizon made of silence. In tonight's journey, we'll drift from the quiet outskirts of space to the soft glow surrounding the black hole's edge. A glowing boundary called the event horizon. We'll explore bending starlight, frozen time, cosmic rivers of gravity, and the peaceful interior where everything moves in one quiet direction. Along the way, you'll hear calming vignettes designed to help your mind wander, to soften your thoughts, to give you a gentle landscape to drift across as you fall asleep. And before we begin our long descent, if these nightly cosmic journeys help you rest, consider liking this video and subscribing. It helps other sleepy travelers find their way here. One gentle night at a time. Now, let's drift. The journey toward a black hole doesn't begin with chaos. It begins with stillness. From far away, a black hole looks peaceful. A quiet patch of darkness surrounded by a faint, glowing halo of light. Nothing rushes. Nothing leaps. Gravity pulls gently, gradually. As if whispering for you to come closer. Imagine drifting toward a softly glowing doorway. One that leads deeper into the universe's secrets. Contrary to movies, black holes don't yank things violently. From a distance, their gravity feels just like any other object. A slow, steady pull. Like floating down a calm river. You drift, without falling. You glide, without effort. Your body feels weightless. As if resting on a breeze. The universe feels soft here. As though space itself is cradling you. Light shouldn't bend. Not by our everyday experience. But here, near a black hole. Light curves in soft arcs around the dark center. It behaves like ribbons of warm gold. Spiraling through deep space. Dancing in slow motion. You drift through a sea of curved starlight. As if wandering inside a cosmic lantern. As you get closer, the light around you stretches into deeper hues. Red tones appear first. Then deeper reds. And faint purples. Like a long sunset slowly unfolding across the sky. The cosmos softens into warm twilight colors. Wrapping you in a cosmic dusk. Out here, time behaves differently. Closer to the black hole. Seconds begin to stretch. Minutes feel longer. Moments unfold slowly. Like a lazy tide washing over smooth sand. Your breathing naturally follows the rhythm. In. And out. Matching the slow expansion of cosmic time. As you listen, notice how your body sinks deeper into rest. The universe moves gently around you. And you don't need to keep up with any of it. Approaching the black hole. Light from behind you bends inward. Forming a bright, circular halo in your view. It's called the photon ring. A delicate band of trapped starlight swirling around darkness. It looks like a glowing crown suspended in the void. And you float peacefully beneath it. As if entering a grand, quiet hall of light. Space around the black hole becomes strangely calm. The noise of the universe. Radiation, movement, collisions. All fade into silence. It's like entering a vast library. Where the books are made of galaxies. And everything whispers instead of speaks. You drift deeper into this cosmic quiet. The event horizon. A smooth, dark boundary. Comes into view. It's not sharp or frightening. It looks like the surface of still water at night. Completely calm. Completely silent. Crossing it feels like gliding through a gentle shadow. That brushes past your skin like cool air. If you glance back, you'd see something extraordinary. The universe behind you seems to speed up. Stars drift quickly. Galaxies rotate faster. Time moves in fast forward. It's like watching a time-lapse of cosmic history. Quiet and mesmerizing. Despite the strange behavior of time around you, your own sense of time remains steady. Your heartbeat feels normal. Your breath flows normally. Your thoughts drift normally. You are inside a moment that moves at the exact pace you need. Your body is soft. Your breath is slow. The journey can continue without effort. You're just floating. Resting deeper and deeper. Inside the event horizon. Gravity no longer feels like a pull. It becomes a direction. A gentle slope leading inward. You don't fall. You drift. You follow a path made of curved spacetime. Like sliding along a river of stars. Here, movement feels different. You're not being dragged. You're being guided. Spacetime curves smoothly ahead, leading you like an invisible hand. There is no resistance. No friction. Only flow. You follow the path effortlessly, as though floating inside a dream. Looking outward, the universe rearranges itself into a luminous ring. Every star you've ever seen, every galaxy, every distant shimmer, now forms a cosmic halo in the sky. It's like drifting beneath a celestial crown, woven from every light in existence. No matter how close you get, the very center remains silent and black. Not menacing. Simply still. An ancient stillness. Untouched and unmoving. It feels like the calmest place you've ever visited. You are no longer falling alone. Dust, atoms, stray photons, and echoes of old stars all drift beside you. You are part of a quiet cosmic migration, moving gently inward as one. The interior of a black hole is surprisingly smooth. Here, chaotic forces fade away. Everything flows in harmony, toward the same quiet destination. It feels like floating down the center of a soft, endless tunnel, made of darkness and calm. Inside the black hole, space and time trade roles. Forward motion feels like following a beam of light towards a distant horizon. You're gliding along a tapestry woven from time, each thread glowing faintly, guiding you deeper. If you could see the cosmos beyond, you'd witness something breathtaking. The universe continues aging at extraordinary speed. Galaxies merge. Stars ignite and fade. New worlds form. And cosmic clouds stretch across time. It's like watching eternity unfold in a gentle, shimmering sweep. Every atom around you, hydrogen, iron, carbon, has lived many lives. They once burned inside ancient stars. And before that, they existed as fragments of the early universe. Now they drift with you, carrying memories billions of years old. The deeper you travel, the calmer everything becomes. Gravity smooths out. Time becomes soft. Space narrows gently, like a quiet hallway guiding you in. You drift toward the center, not with fear, but with a sense of awe. Inside the black hole, down loses its meaning. There's no floor, no ceiling, no direction you must obey. Instead, gravity becomes a gentle guide, nudging everything inward with the tenderness of a slow-moving tide. You drift not by falling, but by simply allowing space to unfold beneath you. Like a dark, velvet ribbon. The deeper you go, the quieter everything becomes. Not silent like an empty room, but silent like a snowfall, where every sound is softened, cushioned, and allowed to dissolve. It feels as though the universe has tucked itself under a heavy blanket, and you're drifting within that warm stillness. As space curves, the distance between where you are and where you're going grows shorter in ways your mind can almost sense but not fully decode. You glide through a region where paths fold inward, making the journey smoother, softer, less like travel, and more like being carried. Even inside a black hole, tiny remnants of light can drift with you, stretched into long filaments by gravity's patient pull. They look like thin, glowing threads, floating through the darkness, guiding your way as if the universe is stitching paths ahead of you with luminous needlework. Time, here, is wide. Moments feel roomy, expansive, as if they've been gently inflated. The very air of existence seems to slow. You feel unhurried, as though this place was designed only for rest. Your breath naturally deepens, matching the spaciousness of time itself. Let yourself drift deeper into rest. Your mind doesn't have to understand every detail. You're simply floating, listening, breathing. Black holes don't swallow things violently. They guide them inward along smooth curves. It's like entering a river, where the current is steady but gentle, pulling you along with a soft, unbroken flow. The deeper you travel, the more natural the movement feels, as if you were meant to follow this path. As you drift inward, space narrows slowly, not suddenly or sharply, but with the subtlety of a dim hallway whose walls inch closer. In warm, comfortable darkness, it feels like entering a cozy passageway, one that was carved just for you. The matter around you has a history. Atoms drifting alongside you once lived inside supernovas, massive, fiery explosions that shook the universe awake. Now those same atoms float quietly beside you, their violent past long behind them, moving peacefully toward a new chapter. It's remarkable how even the oldest stories find calm at the end. Other objects drift with you. Small grains of dust, stray molecules, invisible fragments of ancient galaxies. Everything moves as one. A collective motion. A shared descent into a dark and restful center. It feels like joining a slow, cosmic migration, guided by the universe's oldest force. Gravity no longer pulls straight inward. It spirals gently, curving space around you into elegant shapes. You feel as though you're drifting down a circular staircase made of time, each step dissolving beneath you, as the next appears effortlessly. A soft, downward spiral, hypnotic and calming. Your breath is steady. Your body is warm. You can let your thoughts drift, like dust swirling in a sunbeam. If you look behind you, the sky no longer behaves like a sky. Stars drift quickly. Galaxies stretch and twist, and cosmic clouds sweep past, as if the universe is flipping through its own pages too fast to read. But from where you are, it all feels remarkably soft, like watching time ripple gently against a window. Entire generations of stars live and die in the outside universe while you drift inward. New stars ignite in dusty clouds, burn for millions of years, and fade quietly into white embers. It happens in the blink of an eye for you. But out there, this is the natural rhythm of creation. It's a quiet reminder that the universe continues its dance, no matter how far you drift. From inside the black hole, you might witness galaxies merging in what looks like slow cosmic ballet. Massive spirals collide, their stars weaving together like two great ocean currents. What seems chaotic up close becomes graceful from afar, a swirl of starlight blending into new forms. In your frame of time, you drift gently, calmly. But outside, billions of years might pass. Galaxies stretch apart. New elements form. Cosmic structures change shape. You are a quiet traveler, watching eternity move in soft, shimmering waves. Light that reaches you from the outside universe. carries with it the stories of things long gone. Some of that light left its home before Earth even existed, before the sun ignited, before the galaxies settled into the shapes we know today. You drift through billions of years of memories, each photon a tiny messenger. Feel your breath deepen. Feel your thoughts loosen. You're floating in a calm place, where time itself becomes gentle. From the outside, you appear frozen in time at the event horizon. A soft, unmoving silhouette hanging in space. But inside, you continue drifting. You move freely. You think. You breathe. It's a strange, beautiful duality. One part of you captured in an infinite still frame. Another part gliding deeper into the heart of gravity. Because of extreme redshift, the universe behind you glows in warm, stretched-out colors. The sky becomes a tapestry of deep reds, soft golds, and velvety purples. It feels like drifting beneath an eternal sunset. Every step deeper feels effortless. You don't lift a foot. You don't push or pull. You simply follow the natural slope of spacetime. Movement becomes a kind of meditation. Simple, smooth, born from the universe itself. Eventually, the entire outside universe collapses into a single ring of light. At the edge of your vision, every star, planet, and galaxy compressed into a thin, glowing circle, surrounding the darkness. It's breathtaking, like looking at all of existence through a cosmic keyhole. Once inside the event horizon, no signals, no light, no messages can follow you. Not out of danger, but because this part of the universe is private, quiet, a sanctuary sealed away from the noise outside. Here, you drift in a place untouched by anything beyond its edge. The deeper you travel, the more space begins to reveal its hidden layers. Curved sheets folding into one another, like gentle waves of dark fabric. Each layer guides you inward, not with force, but with quiet suggestion, as though gravity itself is whispering the way. You drift through these layers, like slipping between soft, warm blankets. Space inside the black hole offers pathways you cannot see but can almost sense. They are not corridors, not tunnels, just smooth trajectories, woven by gravity's steady hand. You don't choose them. They choose you. And you follow without resistance, floating like a leaf carried downstream. Mathematicians describe black holes with equations and symbols. But here, in this quiet interior, you don't feel numbers. You feel shapes, curves, folds, bends, each one soft and natural, forming a silent architecture. You glide through effortlessly. It feels like exploring a cathedral carved from darkness itself. Space doesn't behave in 3 dimensions anymore. It stretches, rotates, and twists in subtle ways your mind can't fully map. But you don't need to understand it. You only need to drift through it, carried by gravity's calm design. The sensation is like drifting in deep water, where directions lose their edges, and everything feels fluid. Inside the black hole, there is no up or down, only inward. And even that direction feels soft and malleable. You float through a space where orientation doesn't matter. You don't fall. You don't rise. You simply exist, gently moving through a dreamlike environment. where direction is a suggestion, not a requirement. Take a slow breath. Let your muscles soften. Even your thoughts can drift like cosmic dust. Through the quiet, curved architecture of spacetime. Closer to the heart of the black hole. Gravity becomes smoother. More evenly distributed. There's no tearing. No violent stretching. Only a soft gradient. That guides everything inward. As peacefully as a tide pulling back from shore. It's the universe's version of a lullaby. Steady, calm. Predictable. Even deep inside. Traces of light linger. Faint, elongated beams. From the outside universe. Stretch into thin lines. Draped across the curved interior. Like strands of glowing silk. They shimmer softly. Offering a dim glow. That lights your path without glare. As you drift deeper. The ring of light behind you. Grows smaller. Narrower. And dimmer. The outside universe feels distant. Like a memory slowly dissolving. Into peaceful darkness. You are entering a space. Where only the present moment exists. Warm, quiet. And unhurried. Inside the black hole. There are no echoes in the traditional sense. Sound cannot travel here. But there are echoes of gravity. Subtle waves ripple inward. Whispering the history of every object that has ever drifted this way. You feel those gentle waves. The way you might feel distant thunder in your chest. Soft, low. Comforting. Deep inside. Space begins to feel thick. Not physically. But perceptually. It flows around you. Like liquid velvet. Smooth and cool. Carrying you along. With a sensation almost like floating under warm water. You drift deeper. Cradled by the universe's quietest fabric. Let your breath match the slow pace of this descent. Every exhale carries you deeper into calm. Every inhale draws soft space around you. As you drift inward. You float beside atoms older than Earth. Hydrogen born in the first minutes after the Big Bang. Helium forged in early stars. Carbon created in stellar furnaces. Each particle beside you is a tiny chapter of cosmic history, quietly drifting into its next transformation. Iron, the element in your blood, came from stars that died violently. It was flung across space, like glowing embers from a cosmic fire. Now those same iron atoms drift with you. Cool. Calm. And ready for new purpose. It's strange. How something born from such intensity can find peace here. Every atom that makes up your body was forged in a star. Now, inside the black hole, you drift beside stardust returning to darkness. It feels like coming home. Not in a literal sense, but in a quiet, poetic way. As if you're witnessing matter return to the cradle of creation. The elements drifting with you carry memory. Not conscious memory, but cosmic history. They remember heat, pressure, light. The moment stars were born. And the moment they collapsed. You drift among ancient storytellers. Made of atoms. Despite the dramatic origins of these elements, the interior of the black hole is cool, silent, and still. There is no fire here. No explosions. Only the gentle pull of gravity. Long after the storms of creation have passed. It feels like drifting through the afterglow of a universe that has finally exhaled. Feel your breath deepen. Soft and steady. You drift with ancient elements. Calm companions on a peaceful inward journey. Some of the particles drifting here once belonged to clouds that nearly formed stars. But didn't. They hovered on the edge of ignition. Then cooled. Then wandered through space for billions of years. Now they join you. Quiet and soft. As you drift inward. Even here. Inside this dark interior. Atoms still move. Colliding gently. Floating softly. Following the same laws of physics that shaped the birth of galaxies. You drift through a quiet choreography. Older than life itself. The matter around you feels like a cloud of pure potential. Not yet part of a star. Not part of a planet. Just drifting. It's matter waiting for its next chapter. Unburdened. Unhurried. You float among these particles. As if drifting through warm, cosmic fog. Every particle near you has already survived its storms. Supernovas, collisions. Violent cosmic turbulence. But all of that is long past. Now, everything is quiet. Everything is soft. You're drifting through the peaceful echoes of the universe's oldest processes. As you move deeper, you begin to sense that you are not just observing the universe. You are participating in it. Your presence, your atoms, your breath are part of this cosmic journey. You are drifting with the same matter that shaped stars, planets, and the worlds that came before. Your body feels heavier. Your mind feels lighter. You drift in calm alignment with the universe's oldest rhythms. As you travel inward, space slowly, softly narrows. Not enough to frighten. Just enough to cradle you. Like a warm cocoon. You drift through this narrowing with ease, as though passing through a long, soft tunnel of darkness. There are no physical walls here. But the narrowing space feels like the universe is shaping a path around you, guiding you carefully inward. It's like being held by something invisible yet gentle. An embrace made of gravity. Time doesn't push you from behind. It pulls you from ahead. A soft tug, encouraging you forward. It's a strange sensation. As if the future is guiding you toward it. With a slow, patient hand. Inside the black hole, you never drift alone. Dust, gas, molecules, and remnants of ancient stars move inward with you. A peaceful convoy traveling silently toward the same destination. It feels comforting. Like being part of a quiet procession. The darkness deepens. But it never feels empty. It feels full. Full of quiet. Full of possibility. Full of the softest kind of stillness the universe can offer. The darkness isn't cold. It's warm. Like a blanket wrapped around your mind. As you breathe, notice how the darkness feels gentle. Not frightening. A calm space where thoughts can drift freely and settle softly. Most people imagine a black hole as a single point. But there is more than one layer to its interior. Deeper inside lies another boundary. A quiet, subtle transition. Called the inner horizon. You don't crash into it. You drift through it. Softly. Effortlessly. As though passing through a curtain made of shadow and calm. Gravity doesn't roar here. It whispers. Its pull becomes smoother. More even. Like the fading hum of a distant engine. That slowly becomes a gentle vibration beneath your feet. You feel guided. Not dragged. Occasional traces of light drift with you. Stretching and twisting in unexpected ways. Like strands of golden smoke. Curling slowly through dark water. It's beautiful. A kind of cosmic art. Created by the universe's quietest motions. As you cross the inner horizon, your sense of time softens even further. Moments feel elongated. Thoughts stretch into long, drifting shapes. Your awareness expands, filling the space around you. Like warm air filling a balloon. You are not rushing. You are floating. Inside time itself. Movement becomes curious here. You sense direction. Without feeling the distance pass. It's as if you are walking down a hallway. But the hallway moves with you. A smooth glide. A perfect flow. Your body relaxes into the rhythm. Finding comfort in the gentle drift. Notice your own breath. How slow it is. How soft it feels. You are matching the calm rhythm of the inner horizon. The deeper you go, the more gravity evens out. There are no sudden tugs. No steep drops. Just an even, gentle pull. That feels almost like floating down a perfectly calm river. It's peaceful. Predictable. Quiet. Noise doesn't exist here. Not because nothing happens. But because everything happens. Without friction. Without collision. Without interruption. It is the quietest place in the universe. A silence so perfect. It feels like velvet around your mind. Your descent slows naturally. Gravity doesn't force you. It guides you. As though you're falling asleep inside the universe itself. Each moment blends into the next. Smooth and seamless. Without edges. Here. Time curves as much as space. You drift through it. Like moving through a soft, warm tunnel of memory and possibility. Past and future begin to blend. Not in confusion. But in a dreamlike continuity. Where everything feels connected. Darkness surrounds you. But it isn't cold or empty. It's comforting. Like resting beneath a thick blanket. On a quiet winter night. This darkness feels alive. Soft. And protective. Sink a little deeper into your pillow or mattress. Let your breath match the slow, soft drift of this descent. At this depth, the outside universe is no longer visible. The ring of light that once marked the event horizon has shrunk to nothing. But this doesn't feel lonely. Instead, it feels peaceful. Free of comparison. Free of noise. Free of distraction. Only the present moment remains. Time begins to flow inward. In the same direction you drift. It folds gently. Like a blanket pulled toward a single point. You move along with it. Held in the universe's slowest embrace. The deeper you go, the more space softens around you. Edges blur. Distances shorten. Curves smooth out. It's like being cradled in the palm of gravity. Safe. Warm. And deeply still. Occasionally, you sense a faint glow. Not from any specific object. But from the space itself, it feels like the universe, breathing gently through the darkness, as if reminding you that even here, in the deepest shadow, there is still warmth. Gravity shapes your path, but it doesn't press down on you. You feel weightless, as though suspended in thick air, floating upward and downward simultaneously, in perfect equilibrium. It is the most effortless movement your body could ever experience. Most people imagine the center of a black hole as a tiny, singular dot. But inside the mathematics of curved space, the center is more like a region, a softly narrowing space that funnels all matter inward, without collapse or violence. You drift toward it, as gently as rolling into a cushioned valley. The closer you come to the heart, the more space tapers smoothly, subtly, like a narrowing river. It's not a trap. It's simply the natural shape gravity has carved into the fabric of reality. You drift with it peacefully. The matter drifting around you carries stories billions of years old. Atoms that once formed stars, then planets, then dust clouds, now move with you toward a new destiny. You're floating inside the universe's longest narrative, one that began long before life existed. You may notice that your own thoughts are beginning to feel slower, softer, more diffuse. This is the natural effect of sinking into deep relaxation, and the perfect mirror to the softening of space around you. You drift inward, both physically and mentally. Time compresses, not sharply, not suddenly, but gently, like a pillow forming around your head. Moments fold inward, creating the sensation that you are floating inside a long, unbroken exhale. Everything feels continuous, peaceful, steady. Breathe again. Let each inhale soften. Let each exhale lengthen. You're drifting deeper into calm with every passing moment. At this depth, you find a stillness so profound. It feels like discovering a hidden reservoir inside the fabric of reality. Nothing stirs. Nothing rushes. The universe pauses with you, as if honoring your quiet presence. As you approach the deepest interior, your path curves one last time. The curve is smooth, almost indulgent. A final luxurious fold of spacetime guiding you inward. You follow the path with trust and ease. Ahead, the darkness shifts, not into something frightening, but into something strangely inviting. It feels like a horizon made of softness, a gentle, velvety plane of shadow that seems to welcome your approach. The center of the black hole is not an ending. It's a transformation. The folding of space into a new shape, a new possibility. You drift toward it without fear, knowing the universe has held you gently the entire way. Your arrival at the core feels nothing like landing. It feels like being absorbed into a deeper calm, a more complete stillness than anywhere you've ever been. The journey inward is complete, but the story is far from over. The deeper you drift, the more profound the stillness becomes. It is not emptiness, nor silence, but a sense of presence, a quiet awareness, woven into the very fabric of spacetime. You have reached a place where movement is soft, thought is slow, and existence feels like resting in warm, dark water. Around you, a faint sphere of calm seems to form. A subtle boundary where gravity, time, and space fall into perfect balance. Nothing pulls. Nothing pushes. You simply float, as though lying weightlessly on the surface of a vast, dark sea. The darkness here is comforting, like a room where the light has been turned off. But the warmth remains. There is no threat in this shadow. Only rest. Only peace. A gentle invitation to let go of all remaining tension in your body. For a moment, it feels as if the entire universe has paused. Not vanished. Just paused. A cosmic inhale. A quiet suspension. And you drift inside that breath, held delicately between what was and what will be. Gravity speaks in curves, not words. Here, those curves soften into the gentlest lullaby. Smooth, slow, and endlessly calm. Each fold of space whispers reassurance. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is loud. Everything drifts at the pace your body naturally sinks into while falling asleep. If you haven't already, let your shoulders relax again. Let your eyelids grow heavier. Let your breath become soft and slow. This is a journey meant to cradle you into deep, peaceful rest. Inside your bloodstream flows iron forged in ancient stars. Those stars lived entire lifetimes, burned brilliantly, collapsed in luminous endings, only for their elements to one day become part of you. Even now, the black hole's gravity curves around those atoms, recognizing them as old companions returning home. Every inhale you take, right now, in your room, on your pillow, contains atoms billions of years old. They traveled from the edges of galaxies, passed through nebulae, floated across cosmic emptiness, and eventually arrived exactly where you needed them. You are breathing the universe as it breathes you. You are not separate from the universe. You are a thread woven into its tapestry. Every thought you've ever had, every moment of calm or chaos, every breath you take, every heartbeat, all of it is part of the same unfolding story that began with the first spark of creation. When you observe the stars are observing themselves through you. When you understand the cosmos understands itself. You are both the observer and the expression. You are the universe, becoming aware of its own existence. The matter in your bones is older than the earth, older than the sun, older than the galaxy. The atoms drifting beside you now are your relatives, cosmic family, returning to the center of gravity's greatest mystery. You are connected to everything that ever was, and everything that will ever be. Let that thought settle gently in your mind. Not as something heavy, but as something comforting. You are part of something vast and beautifully continuous. Here in the heart, you move forward without feeling any movement. It is like floating in a dream, where you glide effortlessly through rooms that reshape themselves around your stillness. Space carries you like a gentle tide, pulling you deeper into calm. Occasional vibrations ripple around you. Not sounds, but sensations. Faint pulses, echoing the birth of stars, the collapse of galaxies, the formation of worlds. These vibrations feel soothing, like the universe humming softly. Just beneath the threshold of hearing, time folds inward, like soft fabric. You drift through these folds, as though drifting through layers of sleep. Each layer deeper, darker, more restful. It feels like descending gently through the stages of dreaming. Ahead of you appears something subtle. Not a shape, not a light, but a sensation. It feels like a horizon, woven from memory. A place where all your experiences drift like soft echoes. You sense it, but don't need to approach. It approaches you, slowly, comfortingly. Gravity here doesn't pull. It cradles. You feel supported from every direction, like sinking into a bed formed entirely from soft, warm shadow. Your muscles loosen. Your breath deepens. Your mind begins to drift closer to sleep. If your eyes aren't closed yet, let them grow heavy. Let the darkness behind your eyelids blend with the darkness inside this black hole. Both are safe. Both are restful. You've drifted from the bright outskirts of the galaxy to the curved boundary of the event horizon, through the smooth interior of gravity, into the calm heart of the black hole. You've moved from light to shadow, sound to silence, motion to stillness. Every step of the journey has mirrored the natural path your mind takes when falling asleep. As you rest here, you begin to sense the entire universe at once. The galaxies spinning far beyond your view. The stars being born in glowing clouds of gas. The planets drifting silently around their distant suns. All of it feels connected to you. You are not outside the universe, looking in. You are inside it. As surely as stars, planets, and black holes. The same laws that shape the first moments of creation shape you. You are not a spectator. You are a participant. A quiet, breathing part of an endless, beautiful whole. Your body, your breath, your bones are made of the same elements that light the stars. Carbon for life, iron for strength, oxygen for breath. You carry within you the universe's blueprint. As you drift toward sleep, the universe does not recede. It rests with you. Stars continue forming. Nebulae continue glowing. Galaxies continue turning. But all of it feels soft, distant, gentle. As if the cosmos knows you are falling asleep and has dimmed its lights accordingly. Let your breath slow. Let your thoughts loosen. You are safe inside a universe that has always held you, even before you knew it. Tonight, as you drift deeper into rest, the universe continues patiently. Stars ignite in places you'll never see. Planets form in systems you'll never visit. Cosmic winds blow across empty regions of space. But none of it requires your attention. You can let it go. All of it. Just for now. You have only one responsibility tonight. To rest. Not to think. Not to analyze. Not to solve. Just to breathe. Drift. And soften. Everything else can wait until tomorrow. The darkness around you seems to form a soft cushion. A pillow of shadow that cradles your mind. It's gentle. Supportive. Perfectly shaped for rest. You can sink into it without fear of falling. The moments of your day. The busy ones. The quiet ones. The stressful ones. All dissolve into the background. Like dust settling in still water. Nothing clings to you now. Nothing remains heavy. You are floating free. In the softest darkness imaginable. Your mind begins to drift. The way particles drift inside the black hole. Slowly. Softly. Without resistance. Thoughts no longer arrange themselves. They simply float. You are entering the first layer of sleep. As you drift deeper into rest, your body begins to feel lighter. Not because it's rising, but because the tension is dissolving. Your hands soften. Your legs loosen. Your chest becomes expansive and relaxed. You begin to feel as weightless as the dust drifting through the black hole's interior. Thoughts no longer rush through your mind. They appear gently, like distant stars twinkling at the edge of awareness. Then disappear softly, before forming into anything heavy. Your mind is preparing to hand the world over to dreams. Sleep is not a single space. It is a series of layers. You drift through the first layer, as though passing through a thin sheet of warm air. Then another layer. And another. Each layer darker. Each layer softer. Each layer closer to deep rest. Your heart finds a slower rhythm. Steady. Smooth. Unhurried. It beats like the slow pulse of a distant star, shining steadily in the quiet arms of space. Your breath becomes so soft, you hardly notice it. It flows in naturally, flows out gently, without any effort from you. Each exhale feels like releasing another small weight from your day. Let your breathing remain slow. Let your thoughts move softly. You are drifting through the deepest layers of peace and darkness. The darkness around you, once a void, now feels silky, smooth, almost textured. It wraps around you like a velvet blanket, warming your mind and quieting your senses. Dreams begin forming, like distant galaxies, faint clusters of color, shapes without edges, possibilities without boundaries. You drift through them, as though drifting through mist, not yet entering a dream, but touching its outer layers. Sleep begins to pull you inward, with the same gentle guidance as gravity inside a black hole. Not forcing, not dragging, just inviting. Your mind follows willingly into deeper calm. Even sounds outside your room fade away. The world grows hushed, as though wrapped in thick fabric. You hear only what is close. The softness of your pillow, your slow breath, the subtle hum of your own resting. Images begin to surface. Not fully formed dreams, but impressions. A color. A movement. A tiny scene that fades before it begins. These are the earliest signs that your mind is crossing into dream territory. Allow these early dreams to come and go. Don't try to follow them. Let them drift like stars passing by your window. Your awareness begins to soften. The edges blur. The borders between waking and dreaming start to dissolve. You are suspended between two worlds. One familiar, one forming. Your thoughts no longer form sentences. They form images. Small, gentle fragments of possibilities. A path. A door. A field. A soft glow. Nothing solid. Nothing demanding. Everything peaceful. Time dissolves like sand, falling apart under warm water. Moments no longer feel separate. Breaths blend together. Awareness stretches softly outward, like ripples on a calm lake. Your physical body begins to feel far away. Not gone. Not absent. Just quiet. Resting peacefully, while your mind floats gently above it. You are drifting without moving. Breathing without effort. Resting without trying. You reach a threshold. A soft, invisible doorway between the thinking mind and the dreaming mind. It feels like standing at the entrance of a vast, quiet garden at night, where everything is lit by soft moonlight. You don't need to enter yet. You can rest at the doorway, feeling the calm. While you rest, far beyond the black hole, stars continue to form in glowing nurseries of dust. They ignite slowly, softly, tiny fires in the darkness. But they need nothing from you. They simply exist, quietly shining. Whole galaxies spin gently through space. Vast, swirling cities of light, rotating on cosmic time. You are not separate from them. You are made of the same matter, moving through the same universe. But tonight, they ask nothing of you. The earth beneath you continues its slow, steady spin. Clouds drift across continents. Waves roll across the ocean. Mountains stand unmoving as rivers continue their paths. All of it happens without your attention. You are free to simply rest. Night drifts across the planet, sweeping softly from one horizon to the other. Cities dim. Homes quiet. People settle into rest. You are part of that global quiet. One resting mind among billions. There is no urgency tonight. No deadline. No need to rush. The universe is timeless. It moves at its own pace. And tonight, it offers you the same gift. A moment outside of time. A chance to simply be. Let your breath become almost invisible. Let your body become completely still. You are drifting into sleep at the same pace that galaxies drift through space. If your mind is still alert, that's okay. Some minds drift slowly. Some minds wander gently before sleep takes hold. So here is a final soft descent to guide you deeper. Picture yourself floating through a tunnel filled with dim, glowing stars, each one pulsing softly. like tiny lanterns guiding your way. You drift through them. Without effort. Without direction. Simply passing through. A corridor of light and calm. Imagine a breeze. Not cold. Not strong. Just a soft breath. Moving through the darkness. It wraps around your thoughts. Slowing them. Soothing them. Easing them downward. Into rest. In your mind. A doorway appears. Half made of soft light. Half made of gentle shadow. It doesn't lead anywhere stressful. It leads to dreams. You don't need to step through. The doorway moves around you, lowering you into sleep. Take one slow breath. Let it out softly. Feel the weight leave your body. Feel the tension drain. Feel your awareness soften. Like a candle flame flickering low. You are ready to enter deep rest. Sleep begins to wrap around you. Not as darkness. Not as emptiness. But as warmth. A familiar warmth. A comforting warmth. An ancient rhythm. Your body has always known. You drift into it. Like falling into gentle arms that have waited patiently for you to return. You have drifted through galaxies. Crossed the event horizon. Floated inside impossible curves of spacetime. And rested at the heart of gravity's quietest mystery. Now the journey fades. Not abruptly. But like a long, soft sigh. You let it go. You let everything go. Thoughts grow rare. The spaces between them widen. You begin to slip into thoughtless awareness. A peaceful void where nothing needs to be named. You are floating on the edge of dreams. There is a moment right before sleep when the mind gently surrenders and you feel yourself drifting inward like a feather pulled into darkness. That moment is arriving now. Softly. Quietly. Perfectly. Wherever your mind drifts. Whatever dreams may come. You are safe. This space. Your room. Your breath. Your body at rest. Is a sanctuary. The universe is vast. But tonight, you occupy a peaceful corner of it. As you fall asleep, the universe continues its quiet motions. Not demanding anything. Not asking anything. Simply moving gently. Past stars, past planets, past time. It keeps watch. As you dream. Let go. Let everything dissolve. Let sleep pull you inward. The same way gravity guided you deeper. Into the black hole. There is a moment. A tiny sliver of time. Where you are neither awake nor dreaming. Your awareness hovers. Soft and light. As if resting on the surface of a warm, dark pool. You're standing at the threshold. Between thought and dream. No pressure. No effort. Just drifting. All of existence. Everything you've imagined tonight. The stars. The galaxies. The swirling light. The folding spacetime. Gently fades into the background. Not disappearing. Just quieting. The universe becomes a soft whisper that lulls you deeper into stillness. The cosmos may be vast, but right now, your breath is the center of your universe. Each inhale draws calm inward. Each exhale releases the day. You are not drifting through space anymore. Space is drifting through you. Your mind is no longer forming thoughts. It is forming sensations. Flashes of color. Faint shapes. Soft motions. That have no words. These are the seeds of dreams. They bloom quietly. As you drift deeper. Like flowers opening in the night. Sleep tugs at you. Not with urgency. But with a familiar, comforting rhythm. A slow gravitational embrace. The same way the black hole guided you inward. Sleep guides your consciousness. Toward the quiet center of your mind. You let it. You allow yourself. To move closer to dreaming. You are safe. Your body is resting. Your mind is softening. Nothing is required of you now. Imagine you're drifting into a twilight garden. The sky is a deep violet. The air is warm. Soft lights glow like tiny stars among the leaves. You don't walk through it. You float. Guided by the gentle pull of sleep. You follow a path. But it doesn't lead anywhere specific. It simply winds through peaceful scenery. Letting you wander. Through a place that exists. Only to comfort you. Every step you don't take. Brings you deeper. Into rest. Above the garden. A soft moon hangs low. A silent guardian. Watching over your descent into dreams. It doesn't speak. It simply shines. Casting silver light. Over everything you see. You feel seen. You feel held. You feel calm. A stream flows nearby. So quietly. That its sound is nothing more than gentle motion. It moves the way your thoughts move now. Smoothly. Effortlessly. Toward stillness. In the distance. A doorway of soft light appears. Not blinding. Not sharp. Just warm and welcoming. This is the doorway into dreaming. You don't need to walk through it. You simply drift toward it. Like a leaf floating toward a quiet shore. Let your breath slow even more. Let your thoughts fade. Let your body feel as though it's melting. Into the surface beneath you. The darkness above you. Fills with stars. Not sharp, bright ones. But soft, glowing embers. That float and shimmer. Like warm fireflies. They drift downward. And settle over you. Like a soothing blanket. Gravity. Which guided you into the black hole. Now feels like an embrace. Steady. Supportive. Gentle. It holds your body. The way a lullaby holds a child. You are safe. In its slow, rhythmic pull. The world continues its quiet turning. Spinning you into night. Into shadow. Into sleep. You move with it. Even as your consciousness drifts away. Everything is synchronized. Your breath. The Earth's rotation. The quiet hum of the universe. There is a harmony. To everything tonight. A gentle alignment. Between your body. And the vastness around you. You feel connected. To something larger. Something timeless. Something endlessly calm. It soothes you. All the way to your core. The cosmos. In its quietest voice. Whispers good night. Not in words. But in sensation. A soft downward drift. A warm release of tension. A gentle movement toward dreams. Let that whisper guide you. Let it soften you. Let it lull you into the deepest rest. You are almost fully asleep now. Just a few more breaths. A few more soft images. And your mind will slip into dreams effortlessly. A single lantern of soft golden light appears before you. It drifts slowly, moving ahead of you, as though leading you into a deeper place. You follow without walking. You follow without thinking. You simply drift behind it. Your mind growing quieter with every moment. Your thoughts fade like ink diluted in warm water. They spread. They lighten. They dissolve. Soon they become small ripples, barely noticeable, barely felt. Then even the ripples fade. The sky above you is no longer the sky. It's a dream. Shifting. Glowing. Changing color softly. Like a slow aurora. You gaze into it. Without expectation. Without intention. Just allowing it to move. As you drift closer to sleep, dreams wrap around you. Warm. Light. Gentle. They welcome you. Like old friends. Ready to take you where waking thoughts cannot go. You sink into them with complete trust. Finally, sleep becomes absolute. Your breath is slow. Your mind is calm. Your awareness is drifting into deeper and deeper layers of rest. You are entering the quietest part of night. A place reserved only for you. If you are still barely awake, if a whisper of consciousness still lingers, let these final words carry you the rest of the way. You are safe. You are calm. You are held. Nothing is asked of you. Nothing is required of you. You can rest completely. There is no better place you could possibly be right now than here. In this moment. In this breath. In this gentle descent into sleep. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The world can wait for you. Your tasks. Your responsibilities. Your worries. Your plans. They will all be there when morning comes. Tonight is yours. Let yourself drift. Soft as dust in a sunbeam. Quiet as starlight. Light as thought. Drift away into dreaming. And now, if you are still awake, this is your final invitation. Close your eyes fully. Exhale softly. Let go. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Good night.